Please pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Last night I had explained about Kamma-born Sutta concerning disciples can contemplate formations partially. In Kamma-born Sutta, Buddha teaches 4 elements in ultimate sense, pramata. By way of Lakkhana Hara Nidhi method, Buddha teaches this system. So, commentary explains a meditator must understand all formations similarly like 4 elements. What are all formations? Ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality, both internally and externally. And their causes. That is the dependent origination. Disciples can see partially only. There are 2 examples. Venerable Sariputta's Vipassana wisdom and Venerable Mahamoggallana's Vipassana wisdom. Venerable Sariputta, while contemplating materiality and mentality, whom he can contemplate every detail, like cleaning the whole bamboo bushes. He can see clearly many materiality and mentality, both internally and externally. But Venerable Mahamoggallana's contemplation is like using walking stick. While walking, you use walking stick. The tip or top, the tip of walking stick touch on the ground. Then you move, then touch another area. The area which walking stick touch is only just few quantity. The area which does not touch walking stick tip is only just few quantity. About such area, here one area, then move another area, then very far away. In the same way, Venerable Mahamoggallana, while contemplating 5 aggregate method, he can contemplate partially, but he must contemplate 5 aggregate. Tickling aggregate of materiality, tickling aggregate of feeling, tickling aggregate of perception, tickling aggregate of formations, and tickling aggregate of consciousness. Although he contemplates 5 aggregate, in each aggregate he can contemplate partially on. Venerable Sariputta can contemplate most, many. The Buddha can contemplate within 100,000 koti world system. Last night I told world system. 1 koti is 10 million. 100,000 koti. Within 100,000 koti world systems. Without exception, any paramata dhamma, the Buddha contemplate as nature, dukkha, and anatta. This is the meaning of Mula Brihaya Sutta. Then I want to summarize again. There are 4 types of understanding. Puttu Jana, the ordinary beings, they understand all formations. This is my, this is I, this is my other. What are formations? Ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality, and their causes. Their causes are, in other words, the dependent origination. Sotapanna, Sakadagami, and Anagami. They are called Sikha, under training. They pay attention to these all formations. This is mine, this is I, but they do not pay attention as this is I, and this is my other. Because they had already destroyed wrong view, deity. Arhats, they pay attention these all formations as this is not mine, this is not I, this is not my other. Or nature, dukkha, anatta, same. Buddha also pay attention all these formations as nature, dukkha, anatta. This is not mine, this is not I, this is not my other. But the difference is disciple, the Arhat disciples, they can contemplate partially. The Buddha can contemplate with the 100,000 Koti world systems. Without exception, any Paramattha Dhamma. There is no one particle which Buddha does not contemplate by his vipassana insight as nature or dukkha or anatta. This is the difference explanation. In that sutta, after expounding this sutta, 500 bhikkhus, they do not understand very deep and profound sutta. So because of this reason, at the end of this course, they do not rejoice this teaching. In Pali text, it is concluded, Nabi Nandensu. Nabi Nandensu is they have no joyful feeling after listening to this sutta. Why Buddha teaches such sutta? Not for realization of Whole Noble Truth, to suppress or to break down their conceit mana only. After teaching this sutta, Buddha also again related past story, one past story. In one of previous life, at that time our Bodhisattva is professor in Decad-Kalāpas University. At that time, these 500 bhikkhus are also disciples of our Bodhisattva. They have a lot of sharp wisdom. Because of this reason, after learning different arts in science under the guidance of our Bodhisattva, they had already learned. Then they think, oh, our Bodhisattva know such and such system. We also know such and such system. There is no difference between teacher and disciple. So they don't get to our Bodhisattva. At the time, to break down their conceit mana, our Bodhisattva asked them one question. Kalo Sati Buddhani, etc. One question. The meaning of that question is morning, afternoon, evening, such times swallow the beings. But there are some beings, this time cannot be swallowed. That being is which type of being? He asked this question. They cannot answer. They cannot give right answer. At that time, Bodhisattva suppressed to them. Everybody had a beard between two shoulders. It is true. But there are only few exceptional wise men. At that time, their conceit slowly decreased. Buddha also related this story. After listening this Dhamma talk in this story, their conceit slowly disappeared. They respectfully pay attention to the Buddha's teaching. They respectfully practice Dhamma thoroughly. One day, Buddha already understood their vipassana insight became mature for the attainment of Arahatu. At that time, together with this 500 bhikkhus, the Buddha was dwelling in one Chediya, Chabala Chediya in Vesali. At that time, Buddha teaches very short sutta. This sutta is mentioned in Anguttara Nikaya, Abhinya Sutta. Abhinyaya ham bhikkhu dhammante semi no na abhinyaya. Bhikkhus, I teach Dhamma, which I had already penetrated by my own direct knowledge. I never teach any Dhamma, which I had not yet penetrated by my own direct knowledge, etc. In this way, Buddha teaches very short sutta. After listening this sutta, the 500 bhikkhus all became arahats. So occasionally, depending on the listener's inner inclination and disposition of faculties, Buddha teaches different way, many meditation subjects. In that Mula Briyaya Sutta, Buddha's intention is to break down their conceit mana only, not for realization of Nibbana. But in Abhinya Sutta, Buddha's intention is for realization of Four Noble Truths up to Arhat stage. So the teaching system is different. When Buddha teaches in Paramanta area only Four Noble Truths in that sutta, they will understand. Buddha already understood. Because of this, because they had already learned Buddha's teachings thoroughly. So if Buddha says in this way, they already understood. Because of this reason, for those who will already understood, Buddha does not teach many. Many words are not useful for them. Necessary teaching only Buddha teaches. Because of this reason, by reading this commentaries, one sentence, many misunderstandings in Burma. Many teachers, some teachers say, if a meditator contemplates one element among four elements, he can realize Nibbana. Some teachers say, from materiality one element, from mentality one type of Dhamma, such as Vedana. It is enough for realization of Nibbana. So because of this reason, they don't try to penetrate all 28 types of materiality and all different types of mental formations up to Paramanta ultimate reality stage. Because of this sentence only. So if you pay attention one instruction with raw understanding, then your practice will be always raw practice. So please take care of this one. Let us move another question.
So now the next question. Referring to Udayabhaya Jnana stage, part 2, Vaya Dhammanupassi, meditation on just perishing only. Can Sayadaw please explain? A. What is Upada Nirodha? B. What is Anupada Nirodha? How to practically discern this? C. What are the steps to systematically practice Vaya Dhammanupassi using the Paticca Samuppada 5th method and 1st method?
Vaya Bhuta Tingama. This is Vaya is another meaning. This vaya is what called age. Dividing different stages of your age. You must contemplate all rūpas as nature, dukkha, anatta. How you should divide. For example, your lifespan will be 100 years. Please divide 100 years, 3 portions. 33, 34, 33. Then it will be 100. Within 33 years, all rūpas you must contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. Then another 34, then another 33 in the same way. Again, this 100 years you must divide into 10 portions. 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. Altogether, 10 types of 10 years. Within 10 years, all rūpas, nature, dukkha, anatta, you must contemplate closely. Nature, dukkha, anatta. Then again, please divide 25 portions. Then again, please divide 50 portions. Then again, divide 100 portions. Then again, divide 200 portions, etc. Slowly, you must divide every day within 100 years. How many days? I forget. You can calculate. So every day rūpas are rising and perishing. Again, every day you must also again 6 portions. Morning, afternoon, evening. First watch, second watch, last watch. So the first watch, middle watch, and last watch. So altogether 6 portions. This is also one type of age. Within every day 6 portions. Within each portion you are bodily posture. You are moving. In that bodily posture also every moment by moment rising and perishing of materiality you must contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta. How many days? Within 100 years every day. This is vaya hota tenkama rūpa. Vaya means age. Hota tenkama is when your age increase day by day. And every day they are rising and perishing. Such type of occasion you must try to see with your own direct vipassana insight. This is vaya hota tenkama. But there are also, while contemplating dependent origination, this is another question. What is Upada Nirodha? What is Anupada Nirodha? This is Vaya Dhammanupa Siva Kaya Sami Viharati, etc. In this way, Buddha teaches in every session of MahāSatiPatthānaSutta. That vaya is perishing only, no age. In this case, there are 2 samudaya dhammanupasi, vaya dhammanupasi. Again, Visuddhimagga commentary in this case divides 4 groups. Causal arising and causal perishing. This is one. Causal arising is called Pichya to Udiya Dasana. Causal perishing is Pichya to Vaya Dasana. Causal arising, a meditator while contemplating Udiya via Jnana stage, formations as nature, dukkha, anatta, at that time, a meditator must try to understand causal arising and causal perishing by his own direct vipassana insight. Then he must also try to see momentary arising and momentary perishing. Momentary arising is khanado udiya. Momentary perishing is khanado vaya. So altogether there are four. If we combine together Tichya do udiya plus vaya. Tichya do udiya vaya. Khana do udiya vaya. Causal arising and perishing. Momentary arising and perishing. So we commented that debate udiya bhya. The knowledge of arising and perishing, four group. What is causal arising and perishing? Because of ignorance, craving, clinging, volitional formations, and kamma. Kamma-born materiality arise. Immediately must try to see this causal relationship between cause and effect. Because of the arising of mind, mind-born kalāpas arise. Mind-born materialities arise. Because of the arising of temperature, temperature-born materialities arise. Because of the arising of nutritive essence, nutriment-born kalāpas arise. This is causal arising. Immediately must try to see this causal relation. Again, in Bhaddanta moment there is Vedana Khanda for mentality, for example. This Vedana Khanda also arises because of past cause as well as present cause. First, you should try to see your past karma. That past karma you had already accumulated based on ignorance, craving, and clinging. Maybe one type of wholesome karma, offering, papaya, produce, bhikkhu, etc. At that time, you may wish, like that lady, to become an educated lady in a big city. So, this is ignorance, craving, clinging, volitional formations, and karma. Because of the arising of these five causes, in the but linking mind moment, Vedana Khanda, the clinging aggregate of feeling arise. You should try to see this causal relationship between cause and effect. Again, this Vedana is not because of this past cause. There are also present cause. Without base, this is heart base. Without base, this Vedana cannot arise. So because of this, because of the arising of base, Vedana Khanda arise. In time of but linking mind movement. Then again, because of there must be any object. For example, that lady, Kamma nimitta, offering papaya fruit. That bhikkhu object, this papaya fruit object appear in her mind. So this is Kamma nimitta. Because of the arising of this Kamma nimitta sign, then Vedana Khanda arise. Again, there must Vedana never arise alone. It always arises with associated mental formation. How many? For that lady there are 34 mental formations. 34. Among 34, the remaining, without remaining 33, Vedana alone cannot arise. So the remaining 33 are headed by Phassa, Padisandhi, Mano-sampasa. The leader is Mano-sampasa. But that Phassa contact the object in the Padisandhi but linking mind moment. At that time, only but linking mind moment can arise. So because of the arising of contact, Vedana Khanda arise. But contact never arises alone. So all that three mental patterns you must discern headed by contact. Because of the arising of contact, this Padisandhi Vedana Khanda arise. In this way, you must try to see causal arising for Vedana Khanda. In the same way, you should also try to see Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda, Vijnana Khanda, etc. This is Pichya do Udaya Dasana. Then what is Pichya do Vaya Dasana? Causal perishing. One day you will become arhat if you practice systematically this samatha and vipassana. When you will become arhat, maybe if you may also become arhat in this very life or in one of future life. When you begin arhat, other than your arhat path will destroy all defilements, including ignorance, vijja, craving, tanhā, clinging, upadana. When these defilements completely destroyed by your arhat knowledge, these defilements will not support to your wholesome and unwholesome karmas, which you had already accumulated before the attainment of arhat stage. Throughout samsara, throughout this present life, they have no power to produce new future existence. Other than the power of this karma also ceases completely without remainder. Such type of complete cessation of 5 causes is also called Anubhada Nirodha. The meaning of Anubhada means they will never come back again. Because of the complete cessation of these 5 causes, 5 aggregates at final stage, on the death of arhat, all will cease completely without remainder. Such type of complete cessation of 5 aggregates without remainder is they will never come back again. They will never arise again. This is also called Anubhada Nirodha. Then what is Ubhada Nirodha? Now at the present, because you are now still practicing vipassana, at the time, your mentality and materiality, as soon as they arise, they perish away. But they have chance to arise again. Why? Because your karma is still working to produce, or your causes are still working to produce their results. There is still karma working, there is still your mind working, there is still your temperature in every kalāpa still working, and there is still nutritive still working. Because of this reason, if there are still different types of causes are still working, then different effects will appear again. But as soon as they arise, they perish away. Although they perish away, if there is still cause, then they will arise again. Such type of perishing is called Ubhada Nirodha. They have chance to arise again. Such type of perishing. So while practicing, that Ubhada Nirodha is in MahāSatiPatthānaSutta or in Visuddhimagga. This is also mentioned. Khanna do Udaya, momentary rising and perishing. That momentary rising and perishing is, it will come back again, it will arise again after perishing. Because there are still causes. These causes are still working. Because of this reason, they will come back again, they will arise again. They are called momentary rising and perishing. Therefore, if you want to see Ubhada Nirodha, then you should try to see rising and perishing of mentality and materiality, past, present, and future. As soon as they arise, they perish away. This is momentary rising and perishing. That momentary rising and perishing is called Ubhada Nirodha. But if you want to see Ubhada Nirodha, how you should try? You must descend nama rūpa up to the inner future. If you can see you are in the future, please descend backward again. Before the end of future is final cessation stage, Parinirvana stage. If you see your final cessation stage, then please move back. Descend Namarupa. Before final cessation stage, one day you had already begun Arhat. But you cannot descend with your vipassana insight knowledge, the Arahant path and Arahant fruition knowledge. Although you cannot descend Arahant path because you had not yet attained Arhat. So now at the present you cannot descend this Arahant path and Arahant fruition knowledge. Although you cannot descend Arahant path and Arahant fruition knowledge, because of the power of your Arahant path, 5 causes will cease completely without remainder, as I already mentioned. That complete cessation of 5 causes you can see. You must try to see complete cessation of those 5 causes. Because of the complete cessation of those 5 causes, 5 aggregates also will cease completely without remainder at final cessation stage. Pranibhana Chuti. After Pranibhana Chuti, there will be no more new future existence. No more 5 aggregates. At that time you will see Anubhada Nirodha of 5 aggregates, as well as Anubhada Nirodha of 5 causes. Because of the complete cessation of 5 causes, 5 aggregates cease completely without remainder. This remainderless cessation is called Anubhada Nirodha. That Anubhada Nirodha is only future, not present. So when you descend future, one day you may become Arhat. But for somebody the Arhat, they will become Arhat. There will be many future existences. Although there are many, if they want to try to see this, to practice such vipassana, they must also try to see the end of their future existence. At that time only you may understand this Anubhada Nirodha. Anubhada means they will never come back, they will never rise again. Their cessation is complete cessation, they will never arise again. Such type of cessation is called Anubhada Nirodha. While practicing vipassana, especially while practicing the dependent origination factors, you must try to see forward order, dependent origination. As well as you must also try to see negative order of dependent origination. That negative order is called this Anubhada Nirodha. Forward order is Ubhada Nirodha. Okay, any question?
The 5 past cause for this, the Anupada, when it's complete cessation is referring to the last, I mean this is the last life. So this is the cause of the 5 past cause is this life or which past life?
Maybe it depends on their karma. Some karmas can produce many future lives successfully for a long time. Like Benarive, Pincha Sila Samadhaniya Mahathera's karma. He had already undertaken 5 precepts and then of Brahmodra Buddha. From that time up to his last life, when he became Arhat, when he was 5 years old. Up to that stage, only one karma produced throughout samsara. This Pincha Sila 5 precept karma produced his 5 aggregates throughout samsara. Other karmas does not produce, because continuous practice wholesome karma is very powerful. Occasionally accumulating karma is very weak. What is the reason? Preceding karma is decisive supporting cause for succeeding karma. Slowly succeeding karmas became more and more powerful because of preceding karma support to the succeeding karma. But for some meditators, there may be different types of karma. For example, maybe for some meditators, there are 5 future existences. Last existence will be 5th future life. Which karma will produce this future life? It depends on his own situation. Present wholesome karma also can have the power to produce 5th past life and 5th future life by aggregate. First future wholesome karma, or second future wholesome karma, or third future wholesome karma, or 4th future wholesome karma also have the power to produce 5th by aggregates. So which is the main cause you must decide only. Other than only, because of the complete cessation of these 5 causes, 5 aggregates cease completely without remainder at final stage. Other than you will see clearly. But this is for easy understanding only. But not only these 5 causes, there are also present causes also. Similarly, present causes also cease completely without remainder. Because of the complete cessation of present causes, present effects, present aggregates also cease completely without remainder. You must try to see this procedure also.
So that when we see the present causes, do we need to see like avijja, tanhā, all this together with the sankhara and karma? Then for the future, this present cause cannot produce any result.
Maybe if you see, for example, 5th future life, but linking my moment by aggregate, what is their cause other than you can search? On such, maybe in 4th future life, near death proximate time, any object, karma or karma nimitta or gati nimitta, one type of object will appear in that bhoga mandu, near death proximate time of 4th future life. Depending on that object, you can search karma. Which type of karma, in which life this karma is accumulated. So you can try to see all. We cannot say definitely for everybody is maybe present causes will produce first future or second future or third future or 4th future or 5th future, etc. Depend on their karma only.
One part Sayadaw is not very clear. Is that say in the fifth is in the future 5th past life is the last one. So they say 5th past life in the future. 5th future life is the last one. So when you want to see these 5 past cause, there is no more cause to produce for the future, because that is the last one.
Maybe arhat, but before becoming arhat, there are karma. It is true. He had accumulated throughout his samsara as well as up to that 5th past life before arhat stage. But these karmas have no power to produce because of there are no supporting causes, ignorance, craving, and clinging. His arhat path had already destroyed these defilements, including ignorance, craving, and clinging. If there is no supporting cause, karma have no power. Which karma or karma at that time have no power to produce new future existence. That karma is before the attainment of arhat state. He had already accumulated throughout samsara as well as throughout that fifth past life, fifth future life. So that complete cessation part you must try to see. That complete cessation is only future, not present. So because of this reason, some meditation teachers, they instruct. Past is finished, it is impossible to discern. Future is not yet coming, it is also impossible to discern. You must discern only present. If they discern only present, will they understand this procedure? Because of the rising of five past causes, present five aggregates rise. Because of the rising of present five causes, future five aggregates will rise. They will not understand this causal arising or dependent origination. Again, they will also not understand because of the complete cessation of these causes. Five aggregates cease completely without remainder. This is only future. They will also not understand by their own direct knowledge this complete cessation of both cause and effects. So only just contemplating present is not enough. To see this picture do udya bhaya dasana in picture do vaya dasana. But momentary udya dhya dasana, udya bhaya dasana can be possible. But past five aggregate are also moment by moment they are rising and perishing. Present five aggregates are also moment by moment they are rising and perishing. Future five aggregates are also moment by moment they are rising and perishing. So, according to Buddha's teaching, they must try to see this momentary rising and perishing also both past, present and future, internal and external, etc. Any question?
I understand his question. For Upada Nirodha, we can actually see the arising of avidya and then pass away. Upada Nirodha, we can actually see avidya and then rise and pass away. But for Anupada Nirodha, in the future, there's no actual arising of avidya, tanhā, upadana like this. But it's complete cessation. But there's no arising. So to which avidya, to which tanhā and upadana should we pay attention to see its complete cessation?
Samila avidya, samila tanhā, samila upadana. For example, at the present, maybe with one example you will understand. That lady of Babaya Prudu, Bhikkhu who is wandering for almsrow. While Obari, she wished to become an educated lady in a big city. At that time, her ignorance is avidya, craving, tanhā, upadana, is she understands an educated lady in a big city, etc. She had attachment to that lady like she had repeated attachment to that lady life. So this is avidya upadana. Because of the rising of this avidya, tanhā, upadana, for example, in birth linking by moment, five aggregates rise. Depending on this avidya, upadana, then she had already accumulated wholesome karma of pari babaya proof. This is wholesome karma. This wholesome karma, as soon as it arises, it perishes away, but it left behind the karma potency. So altogether there are five causes. Because of the rising of these five causes, five aggregates internal birth linking by moment arise. After seeing this, a meditator must move his attention to future, for example. In future, when he became arhat, at that time, Because of the arahant path, samila avijjadana upadana will cease. Samila means at the arahant path can destroy only anusaya avijjadana upadana. That avijjadana upadana is not arising and perishing at the arahant path knowledge mind moment. They are latent tendency only. But that latent tendency is which latent tendency? So samila avijjadana upadana only. So karma also says samila karma, maybe any karma which produces fifth path like also possible. But this fifth path like karma also samila karma, wholesome karma. Now also she is discerning wholesome karma, offering papaya fruit to a bhikkhu. That same samila karma means as a karma only. This one type of karma, samila karma only. That karma will be also ceased. This karma also actually at the end of arising and perishing. Latent tendency or maybe deep power only. So deep power begin completely ceased because of there are no supporting cause, ignorance, craving, and clinging. So at the day when arahant path stage, all are underlying tendency only, not as a arising and perishing. So they are called bhumi ladda kilesa. Bhumi ladda kilesa. Bhumi ladda means what is bhumi? Bhumi is, they translate as plain. The plane of vipassana insight. If a meditator wants to practice vipassana, he must contemplate these five aggregates. So the five aggregates are the plane of vipassana insight. So this bhumi ladda. Ladda means the defilement which is possible to arise depending on these five aggregates only. So possibility, this is a latent tendency, anusaya. If the arahant path destroy the defilements which is arising, for example, in fifth future. So arahant path arising stage and this defilements arising stage will be simultaneously within one mind moment, if they are present at that time. So it is impossible. Two mind moments never arise together. But arahant path can destroy only latent tendency. If arahant path can destroy present kilesa, defilements, then other than arahant has still defilements, then still kill. This is impossible. Okay?
I just want to confirm one of my understanding, whether it's correct or not. So let's say for the papaya case, right? He is offering the papaya to the bhikkhu, and when they create that particular karma, that is 7 javana. The first javana, if they can produce result, that will be in that particular present life, but it cannot produce the result, then it will be ROC. So if that life, it can produce this karma can produce the result for the next life, then that is the 7 javana. And then the 2 to 6, that is the potential which can produce this karma in the 5th future, the potency. And when that become arahant, the 2nd javana, all this potential that can produce karma in the future, all will also become ROC.
Possible like Benarive, Pinchasila, Samadhaniya, Mahathiras Kamma. So 7th javana produce past future existence. The remaining between past javana and 7th javana, there are five types of javana in each mental process. So these 5 types of javanas are called aprabariya vedaniya kamma. Aprabariya vedaniya, the meaning is as long as he did not yet become arahat, they have the chance to produce new future by aggregates. So this by maybe if one throughout 100,000 years he had accumulated the sila karma. So how many 7 javanas we cannot calculate. 7 times, 7 times, 7 times, 7 times, 7 times. Uncountable. More uncountable 7 times. Maybe within one mental process, maybe 1 jivana had already produced new future existed. Then if it is energy finished, then it has no power to produce another new future. Another jivana will produce new future. Then another mental process, there are also another pipe, many pipes. They can produce. But disciples cannot distinguish which is it. This 7th jivana is which mental process 7th jivana. They cannot distinguish because they are uncountable mental process. A more uncountable mental process 7th jivana will produce, we can say roughly only. Which mental process, it is not easy to distinguish. So as you, by way of lakkhana hara nidhi manda, this pincha sila samadhaniya undertaking 5 precepts karma produced throughout samsara, maybe within 100,000 years. In this way, for easy understanding only mentioned. But karma, if finished, then another karma will produce. Because within 100,000 years, he had already accumulated this 5 precepts karma uncountable times. So because of this reason, but as a karma only they mentioned like that. In this case, similarity is all different types of which are also included. Because but destroy only illusion, not the present. Similarity is for easy understanding only. But all different types of vijja, if you count, it is impossible. So all misunderstandings, not penetrating Four Noble Truths, only just knowing man, woman, deva, brahma, etc. Such type of wrong understanding, all wrong understanding will have no chance to rise again. So this is only similarity only. Not definitely this vijja. Not that vijja. Not such vijja is possible. Such vijja is impossible. Not like that. All vijja, but they have chance to rise only, but not actually rising at that time. Tanhā also saying, attachment, different types of attachment all disappear. Different types of clinging all disappear. So they have no power to rise again. There is which one? Maybe avijja, tanhā, upadana only in this way we can say which type of avijja, which type of tanhā, which type of clinging. It is not necessary to say because other than they are not rising as upada, titi, benga, they are as latent tendency only. That latent tendency or avijja, what are latent tendencies? They have chance to arise if there is no arhata mega. But because of this arhata mega, they have no power to rise again. This chance only the arhat but destroy only, not to arise again. There is one example. Maybe one mango tree. It produces a lot of fruits. One day they cut down this mango tree up to the root. They remove all. Then this mango tree will not produce any future new fruit. So they are not destroying fruit. They are destroying only mango tree. But while destroying mango tree, they had already destroyed fruit also. Because although they destroy fruit, but inside mango tree there is some energy which can produce new fruit. That energy also disappears because they cut down all the tree. What is that energy? It is not easy to show. Bark is energy, leaf is energy, branch is energy, stem is energy. In this way we cannot differentiate. But some type of energy is inside the tree. Because of this energy, when weather is okay at the time, fruit comes out. But if there is no energy, it will not come out. So, but destroy this energy only. This is called anusia only. In the same way, they destroy karma. Which karma? Which can produce new future existence. In this way only we can say. Because throughout samsara, that meditator can accumulate many uncountable karmas. But all karmas have no power to produce new future existence because of there are no supporting God. If you want to practice negative order of dependent origination also, first you should try regular order. For example, in past life, there is ignorance, craving, and clinging. Maybe that lady offered papaya fruit to a bhikkhu, other than she wished to become an educated lady in a big city. So her avijja is educated lady in a big city. Such type of understanding is wrong understanding. Other than she did not know ultimate materiality and mentality. They are rising in perishing. They are nature, dukkha, anatta. She did not understand. So she understands as a lady, this is a wrong understanding. That wrong understanding arises as a mental process. Mental process. Advancing consciousness, one mind moment, and there may be 7 jhanas. These 7 jhanas, usually there are 20 or 90 or 80, 20 or 90 or 21, 22, etc. There may be associated mental formations. As a general, all jhanas we call as avijja. But when contemplating as nature, dukkha, anatta, immediately must try to understand this mental process. In each mind, if there are 20 mental formations, then you immediately must try to see these 20 types of mental formations rising and perishing moment by moment. So because of the rising of this ignorance, there may be sankhara arise, avijja, vicca, sankhara. But while arising avijja, there are also associated craving, clinging is associated with avijja. After discerning this avijja, while discerning sankhara, maybe for that lady offering papaya fruit to a bhikkhu, at the time, mind of advancing consciousness, one mind moment, and then 7 jhanas. These jhanas are associated with 34 mental formations. Among these 34, Chetana is predominant factor. So this is called sankhara. That sankhara, when contemplating this sankhara as nature, dukkha, and anatta, at that time also immediately must try to see this mental process while accumulating sankhara in past life. Because of sankhara, vijnana, present vijnana arise. For example, Vijnana never arises alone. Vijnana always arises with associated mental formations and concomitant materiality. So Vijnana and Nama-rūpa arise together at that time. This Vijnana also is Madhidhiramas trying to see together with associated mental formations contemplate as nature, dukkha, anatta, etc. So this, because of the rising of Vijja, Sankhara rise. Because of the rising of Sankhara, Vijnana rise, etc. Forward order paths immediately must try to see causal arising. Then if he want to see causal perishing, this is Anupada Nirodha. At that time he must go up to the future attainment stage. Because of the power of Arhat, the latent tendency of Vijja. That Vijja, tanhā, upadana, cease completely without remainder. So, seeing this, and then karma, every karma, all karma, samila karmas, have no power to produce new future existence. Seeing this procedure, immediately must try to see, because of the complete cessation of avijja, sankhara cease completely without remainder. Because of complete cessation of sankhara, vijnana cease completely without remainder. When? That vijnana will cease after final cessation. At the final cessation moment, five aggregates cease completely without remainder. There will be no more future vijnana but linking consciousness, as well as other five aggregates. So that complete cessation immediately must try to see and then contemplate. Because of the complete cessation of sankhara, vijnana cease completely without remainder. At that time, immediately should emphasize parisanti, path linking my movement path. If there is no parisanti, then no more there will be five aggregates after parisanti also. So in this way, they must also try to see the negative order. If they had already understood the regular order of dependent origination, it is also very easy to see the negative order of dependent origination. But this negative order always must try to see future. For example, in second past life there is vijja, tanhā, upadana, sankhara, kamma. They produce first past life, five aggregate. Then samila vijja, tanhā, upadana also will exist in future when he became arhat. In this way they must try in every existence.
No, the next question. Referring to the progression of Udayabhaya Vipassana meditation, in the book it says that a meditator firstly meditates on Paccayyato Udayabhaya Dasana. That means the arising and perishing by means of cause. Because of arising of avijja, rūpa arise. Because of cessation of avijja, rūpa cease. He then meditates on the momentary arising and perishing, the Udayabhaya of the Khanda, avijja arising, perishing, anicca, rūpa arising, perishing, anicca. Can Sayadaw please explain when should a meditator change his way? When a meditator change his way from listening A to B?
Usually this way of teaching, I teach after both regular order and negative order finish. For example, at the beginning, a meditator must try to see causal arising only. Because of the arising of ignorance, Kamma-born materiality, rūpa khanda arise. For example, in the of birth linking my movement. They must try in every my movement throughout 6 doors. Because of the arising of craving, Kamma-born materiality, rūpa khanda arise in the of birth linking my movement. Because of the arising of clinging, Kamma-born materiality, in the of birth linking my movement arise. Because of the arising of sankhara, volition and sankhara, volition and formations, Kamma-born materiality arises in time of birth, linking mind movement. Because of the arising of Kamma-born Kamma-born materiality in time of birth, linking mind movement arises, etc. In this way, they must try to discern causal arising. While they are discerning this causal arising, usually I teach not only past causes and present life, present by aggregates. They must also try to see second past life and past life, third past life and second past life, fourth past life and third past life, fifth past life and fourth past life, etc. as far as they can, to see this causal arising. In the same way, because of the arising of present causes, in past life, future by aggregates will arise. They must also try to see this causal arising up to the end of future. If their future is fifth future life, they must discern up to fifth future existence. After that, again, they must also try to see negative order. Because of the complete cessation of ignorance, high aggregate cease, Kamma-born materiality in time of birth, linking mind movement cease completely without remainder. Maybe this is past life. This had already discerned Avijjatana, Upadana, and Sankhara Kamma. Samila Avijjatana, Upadana, Sankhara Kamma also will be destroyed by Rahat one day when he became Rahat. At that time, when they want to discern causal parishai, they must pay attention to the cessation, complete cessation moment when he became Rahat, when he will become Rahat. At that time, because of the power of Rahat, all the final limits, including ignorance, craving, and clinging, will cease completely without remainder. That complete cessation they must try to see. And then at that time only they shall contemplate, because of the complete cessation of ignorance, Kamma-born materiality in time of birth, linking mind movement cease completely without remainder. After final cessation, there will be no birth, linking mind movement. At that time, five aggregates will cease completely without remainder. So no more birth, linking mind movement, Kamma-born materiality, but actual moment of complete cessation is a final stage, MahāSatiPatthānaSutta stage. At the time, Samila Kamma-born materialities will cease completely without remainder. That complete cessation a material must try to see. In the same way, craving, clinging, volition, and formations. When these five causes cease completely without remainder, five aggregates or Kamma-born materialities cease completely without remainder. This is only future. They must discern past causes and present regular order. The past causes and present effects negative order. Negative order means similar five aggregates in future will cease only. Similar five causes also will cease in future only. They must go up to future. In the same way, second past life and first past life, regular order, first they must try to discern. Then they should also discern similar causes and similar five aggregates also will cease in future. While contemplating complete cessation of cause and effect, at that time, they must always go to future. At the moment when they will become Rahat and final cessation state. Other past lives and other five aggregates also say. They can also discern causal arising up to fifth future life. After discerning causal arising and causal perishing separately, then we teach causal arising and causal perishing together. The momentary arising and momentary perishing also together at that time. For example, in first life, ignorance, craving, clinging, rights, volitional formations and karma, you had already discerned. At that time you should try, because of the rising of ignorance, at the present path linking my moment, Kamma-born materiality arise. Because of the complete cessation of ignorance, then Kamma-born materiality ceases completely without remainder. That complete cessation, you must move your attention to future. When discerning complete causal arising, you should try first cause, for example. First, in your first life, you had accumulated avijja. That avijja you should discern. And then, at the present birth, linking my moment, Kamma-born materiality, you should discern. Because of the arising of the ignorance, Kamma-born materiality and birth linking my moment arise. Because of the complete cessation of ignorance, Kamma-born materiality ceases completely without remainder. This is only you must move your attention up to future arhat stage and final cessation stage. In the same way, craving, clinging, volitional formations, etc., you must discern. After that only, after discerning, because of the rising of cause, avijja, Kamma-born materiality, internal birth linking by moment arise. Because of complete cessation of avijja, Kamma-born materiality, internal birth linking by moment cease completely without remainder. Avijja also a nature. Kamma-born materiality also a nature. At that time, that avijja is, for example, in your first life avijja, then that avijja's moment by moment rising according to mental process you should try to see. The Kamma-born materiality, for example, if you are discerning causal relationship between present birth, linking my moment, Kamma-born materiality and first life avijja, then you should try to see present Kamma-born materiality moment by moment rising and perishing only. At that time, after seeing this cause momentary rising and perishing, you should contemplate as a nature or dukkha or anatta at that time. But Sapichya nama rūpa vasena tilakkana aropidva. This is mentioned in the every MahāSatiPatthānaSutta commentary. What is the meaning? Sapichya nama rūpa. You must contemplate nama rūpa tilakkana aropidva. You must contemplate nama rūpa, three characteristics, anicca, dukkha, anatta. While contemplating nama rūpa, you must contemplate sapichya together with their causes. So their causes also you must contemplate as anicca, dukkha or anatta. Because of this reason, usually we teach, because of the arising of avijja, patisandhi kammaja rūpa arise. Because of the complete cessation of avijja, patisandhi kammaja rūpa cease completely without remainder. Avijja also a nature, patisandhi kammaja rūpa also a nature. In this way we teach. Is it okay? Okay? If you want to know in detail, please practice practically. This is important. Then after that, you can understand clearly Buddha's teaching. If you understand Buddha's teaching clearly, you can escape from the round of rebirth. You will never go back to mother's womb. Is it good? Is it good? very good, very dirty, very narrow. You must stay there for more than 10 months. Is it good? Very reversible. You can escape from this suffering. You can escape from the different types of sufferings and you can attain Nibbana. Is it good? Yes, very good, very good. Okay. 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 You may understand A and B. Huh?
Is it true that within one sitting, a meditator can progress from Bhanga stage to Sankarapeka jnana stage? How would he know that his Sankarapeka jnana is matured?
Within one sitting is for those who had enough parami. Like Pincha Vagiya Bhikkhu, for example. Vinariva Kondinya. When listening Dhamma Decad-kalāpas, all his vipassana insights become mature. Because of this reason, at the end of this course, he had already penetrated the Four Noble Truths and became Sotapanna. But other 5 bhikkhus, they must practice diligently again and again. This is necessary. Because of this reason, Buddha did not go to village for Pindapata. On the first day, after becoming Sotapanna, Vinariva Kondinya alone went to village for Pindapata. The remaining 4 bhikkhus practiced diligently. Buddha closely teach them, you should not contemplate in this way. You must contemplate in this way. You must contemplate such and such Dhamma. You must not contemplate such and such Dhamma, etc. Very closely Buddha teaches to them. So they must practice again and again. What is the difference? Depending on parami. If your parami is sleeping, how you can do? Parami is always sleep. Then it is not easy to let them wake up. So other than you must try hard. But if parami is alert, then you can practice like Vinariva Kondinya. But one day, their vipassana insight became mature on the 4th day after becoming Sotapanna. They had already begun one by one day after the Sotapanna. On the 4th day of Vosa, they had already begun Sotapanna. At that time, their vipassana insight began mature. Buddha can read their vipassana insight, but disciple is not easy to read. Even Vinariva Sariputta also cannot understand the maturing of his disciples' vipassana. So, a meditator can understand by himself. If he attains Sotapanna stage, and then his Sankarupaka jnana is, my Sankarupaka jnana is mature, or my Sankarupaka jnana becomes mature, etc. If he did not yet attain any noble stage, then this is not yet mature. In this way, you can understand. On the 5th day, while Buddha is expounding nonad-kalāpas Sutta, at that time, all 5 bhikkhus vipassana insight become mature. Because of this reason, when listening nonad-kalāpas Sutta, they can contemplate easily past 5 aggregates, present 5 aggregates, future 5 aggregates, internal 5 aggregates, external 5 aggregates, etc. 11 types of 5 aggregates as nature, dukkha, and anatta systematically. That system is within one stroke also possible. Because they had already bright days, maybe at least 4 days. They had already practiced maybe up to 50 days, they 5 days. So they had practiced again. Because of this reason, their vipassana insight on the 5th day of Vasa. They already became mature. Because of this reason, while listening Nonad-kalāpas Sutta, at the end of this course, they became all arhats. So it is not easy for disciples to say which time will be mature, which time will be not yet mature. If they had already attained noble stage, then we can say mature. Sankharupaka is mature. But they must try to see. Clearer understanding is very important. When contemplating these formations, maybe just perishing only they understand. But what are perishing? They cannot differentiate what are perishing. They can see only perishing. This is such type of understanding is superficial. Because of this reason, they cannot penetrate any noble stage. But if they see clearly or materially is perishing, such and such materialities are perishing, such and such mentalities are perishing. For example, mental process. These mentalities are perishing. Embedded can see clearly. Or second jhana, or third jhana, or fourth jhana, etc. He can see clearly in every mind moment. Such type of clearer understanding is necessary while contemplating these formations. So, when they see clearly this rising and perishing moment by moment in every mind or every 6-door mental process, at that time, usually 10 types of impact demons, upakilesa arise. At that time also we can understand Udiyabhya jnana becomes mature. If they can overcome these 10 types of impact demons, after that, if they can see clearly moment by moment rising and perishing in every mental process and in every rūpa materiality by moment, at that time we teach us then not to pay attention rising, just to emphasize only perishing. If they do not pay attention rising, just pay attention perishing, when their vipassana insight becomes mature, then they will not see rising. They will see only perishing. Why? They do not pay attention rising. Because of no rising, it is not true. There is still rising and perishing, but they do not pay attention rising. They pay attention only just perishing. Because of this reason, if they see just perishing, slowly when their vipassana insight becomes mature again, then they will not even see kalāpas, because they can see everywhere begin pure materiality and mentality only. Paramatha Dhamma only they see. But in this case, I want to say something about other meditation systems misunderstanding. Some meditators, if they see kalāpas, because of by chance they may see. At that time, they contemplate these kalāpas as nature, dukkha, anatta, without analyzing those kalāpas. But these kalāpas are not ultimate materiality, only viññati. Smallest group of materiality. As a compactness, they cannot break down the compactness of function and the compactness of group or continuity. They can break down at the time partially continuity, compactness of continuity, but they cannot break down group. They cannot break down the function of materiality. So they do not yet see ultimate materiality. At that time, they contemplate these kalāpas as nature or dukkha or anatta. In this way, while contemplating these kalāpas as nature, etc., slowly kalāpas disappear. They see like white wall, white color only. Then they say this is the cessation of materiality. This is misunderstanding. They do not understand if they can pay attention 4 elements in that white color, and if they can penetrate akasa space, then they can see small particles. They do not understand this system. They think this is the cessation of materiality because they think this is real vipassana. But actually it is not real vipassana. This is superficial only. Piñati concept cannot be contemplated by vipassana insight. Because vipassana insight can contemplate only paramattha, ultimate materiality and ultimate mentality. At that time they can contemplate for a long time. But piñati is not the object of vipassana insight. So because of this reason, taking this piñati concept as object, if they contemplate, very soon these kalāpas disappear. Not actually disappearing, they begin solid again, compactness again. But they do not understand this compactness. Because of this reason, they think this is cessation of materiality. Again, they focus that white color. And they relax their mind. Then they fall into Bhuanga. They know nothing. At that time they say this is a cessation of mentality. They do not understand ultimate materiality and ultimate mentality. They do not understand dependent origination, regular order as well as negative order. Why? They do not practice dependent origination. So this is Nibbana, they think. So this is because they have no right understanding of Buddha's teaching. They perceive wrong understanding. They perceive wrong Dhamma as a right Dhamma. Because of this reason, they cannot penetrate Four Noble Truths. Okay? Any question? Maybe only commentary explain. Between two suttas, there are some suttas. Buddha taught to do devas, paramas, etc. For example, Hemavada Sutta and Sutta Nibbana. This is the second sermon. On that night, when Buddha was expounding the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Sadagiri Deva and Hemavada Deva became late. They do not listen Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. They have no chance to listen Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. What is the reason? They are two learned bhikkhus and Dainokasapa Buddha. In Dainokasapa Buddha, there are two good friends, two persons. They are very good friends to each other. They understand the sufferings and the role of rebirth after listening Buddha's Dhamma. So they discuss to each other and they have agreement to ordain as a bhikkhu. When they are ordaining, they are still young age. So they think we are still young. So because of this, we have enough time to practice samatha and vipassana later. First, we should learn pariyati first. After learning pariyati, then we should practice samatha and vipassana. This is their attitude. Because of this reason, after ordination, they learn pariyati. Because they have sharp wisdom, they can learn pariyatti thoroughly. They became learned bhikkhu in sadhana and they became famous. They learn pariyatti not only Pali texts but also commentaries. Then they became famous teachers in pariyatti. Because of this reason, they teach others pariyatti. They have no much chance to practice samatha and vipassana. Slowly they became the leaders of sadhana, senior bhikkhus. There was one case in forest. In the forest monastery, there are two bhikkhus. Two young bhikkhus stay together. One bhikkhu is not obey Vinyaru thoroughly. One bhikkhu obey Vinyaru thoroughly. So, because of Vinya problem, they have argument between two bhikkhus. They have a little bit problem. So, one bhikkhu who do not obey Vinyaru, he first go to the Mahāsiniya Mahathera and inform the situation. Please save me. If you do not save me, then I may have no chance to stay in that monastery, etc. They inform two Mahatheras. But the good bhikkhu who obey Vinyaru thoroughly came to Mahatheras later. When that bhikkhu informed the situation, that two Mahatheras, because of favor previous bhikkhu, they do not decide the case in the right way. They stay maybe with favor, they decide. At that time, the true bhikkhu who obey Vinyaru thoroughly cry. Oh, Kassapa Buddha's dispensation today already spoiled in this way. Telling such words he cried. So they feel unhappy. But their decision is already finished. Slowly when they nearly pass time, at that time they remember this wrong case. Their sila is very pure. Except this only one problem. They can be reborn in higher deva world. But they have no chance to be reborn in higher deva worlds. They have chance to be reborn as yakas. So one stay in around Bhaddanta area. One stay in Himalaya. When the Buddha was expounding Kamma-born, then Sadagiri, who stay around Bhaddanta, their name is Sadagiri. Another one is Himawada. Sadagiri understood Buddha was expounding Kamma-born. So at that time he remembered his friend. I should go and to fetch to my friend. So he went to Himalaya and then informed his friend Himawada. Buddha is now teaching. In this world, Buddha is Abhiya. Now Buddha is teaching Kamma-born, etc. So they came to the Buddha and they asked many. But when they arrived to the Buddha, here Kamma-born finished. Okay, good. Because at midnight they hear this. But they discuss in the sky to each other. Himawada is asking Sadagiri whether you had already seen Buddha. Your Buddha has such and such quality, etc. He is checking whether it is true Buddha or not on the way in the sky. They are learned bhikkhus and they know Kassapa Buddha. Because of this reason, they can discuss the quality of Buddha in detail. So they are discussing in the sky in detail Buddha's qualities, asking questions. At that time, one lady, Kali, she is opening her window at the night time because moon is shining. At that time, she heard this discussing meditation subject. So she had, after listening this Dhamma discussion, she had already begun Sotapanna on that day. Very strange lady. She is top disciple among women who understand Four Noble Truths very quickly. Then they visit to the Buddha. Maybe they arrive at midnight. At midnight they ask many questions. Buddha gave answers. So after listening this Dhamma, they also began Sotapanna. This is second Sutta, Hemavada Sutta. So there are also other suttas. So we do Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta and Ananda Lakkhana Sutta. Buddha teaches these suttas to devas. For human being, Ananda Lakkhana Sutta is second sutta only. Maybe this is partially mentioned in commentary only. But Buddha already did Four Noble Truths. If you understand Four Noble Truths, there will be no question. Because number one Noble Truth is the Noble Truth of suffering. So 11 types of five aggregates are Noble Truth of suffering. Buddha teaches them how to contemplate these 11 types of five aggregates as nature, dukkha, anatta. When their contemplation is wrong, you should not contemplate in this way. You must contemplate in this way. Buddha closely teach to them. The second Noble Truth is the Noble Truth of the origin of suffering. They had already understood. So this is a dependent origination. When practicing dependent origination, is there any mistake? Buddha closely says, you should not do like that. You must contemplate in this way, in this way. Regular order you must do in this way. Negative order you must do in this way. So Buddha teaches very closely. These two Noble Truths are the object of Vipassana. If they had already discerned these two Noble Truth Dhammas, you must contemplate them in this way, Buddha closely teaches. Because of this reason, their Vipassana insight also closely become mature, slowly become mature. Because of this reason, they begin Sotapanna day by day. So after that only, when their Vipassana insight is mature, Buddha teaches another Lakkhana Sutta only. But there is one story between this Dhammacakkappavattana teaching and Kassapa Buddha's dispensation. This Hemavada and Saddhagita, they are Yakas in Himalaya and around Isipatana. One day our Bodhisattva renounced the war and he stayed in Himalaya together with his sisters and brothers. They stay near one pond in Himalaya. They don't want to search for food. They pluck the lotus seeds from the pond. So everybody, if they go down to the pond and carry this lotus fruit, this is a waste of time. So you must one by one, every day they must take time to pluck this lotus seed. Then they don't want to speak to each other. So there is maybe in forest no comfortable dining room, maybe suitable dining room. In that dining room they prepared 9 seats because their sisters and brothers all are 9. They are princess and prince. So they renounce palace and they ordain as a easy ascetic there. So they have a lot of contentment. So they don't want to discuss to each other. They stay in the forest. They don't want to talk to each other. Because of this reason, for each person there is one dish. Only lotus seed prepared. Anyone, anytime if they want to eat, he can alone come and eat and then go back. In this way they do this duty. But Bodhisattva, this is maybe eldest brother. One day, King Saka, because of their purification of Bhaju, King Saka, his seat, Pantu Kapla, became hot. What is the reason? When he replied, he saw this situation. So he came down to human world and he went to test their Bhaju. He is occupying Bodhisattva's seat today. When Bodhisattva went to that place, he did not see for his portion, his lotus seat. But he did not tell anything. And then meditate again. Second day also same. Third day also same. Other than they do assembly, they do meeting. Who steal my lotus seat for 3 days? So they make oath. So they make oath to each other. But this Sadagiri, Himavata also present at that time. They make oath. We do not steal this lotus seat. If we steal this lotus seat, if it is true, we may become the abbot in a big monastery. There are many hundred bhikkhus. So in this way they make oath because they afraid. They had to be the abbot in that monastery for many years. Because of this problem, they became yaka. They understand well, so they don't want to become abbot again. I also understand this meaning. Abbot has many problems. Is it true? So you should not try to become abbot in a big monastery. Okay, any question? Okay, sharing merit. Idame Bonya Asawakaya Waha Hodu Idame Bonya Nibbana Sa Bachyo Hodu Idame Bonya Sabha Sadanam Pajema Tesabe Mesama Punya Bhagam Labandu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu